The next stop is On the Radar Radio.
Stand clear of the closing doors, please.
Baby, On the Radar Radio. Yo, special guest in the building. Nobody in the building. Jersey in the building. My guy.
What's good, my guy?
Where in Jersey, to be specific?
Newark, New Jersey.
Newark?
Yeah.
You said Newark. Okay.
We call it Newark, like
Newark.
N-O-R-K, but everybody else says
That's like the accent.
Newark.
That's like the Jersey accent.
Yeah.
Cause I always be like, what's technically like a Jersey accent?
Yeah.
I guess that's the perfect example right there.
Yeah, exactly. When you could tell our accent based on how we say where we from, or how we say water, just like y'all.
Water.
We say water.
Yeah, I say water. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's just like the tri-state shit, I guess, right?
Yeah.
How you been, bro?
I'm chilling, bro. I'm blessed, man. I'm happy to be here right now, honestly.
Happy to have you, man.
Yeah, thank you,
Happy
man.
to have you. I've been diving into your catalog this past week, and new single out now.
Yeah, Take
right?
Control.
But the first thing I noticed was that like there's been a gap in the releasing of music.
Right.
Let's talk about that. What's been going on? 1 second. He said he needs his drink for this part.
But it was a gap in the music basically because like I've been elevating my lifestyle. Like I've been reaping the benefits of what I've been doing, and also bringing my family along the line, and making sure I'm establishing a good foundation with my team as well. You feel me? Just doing what I'm supposed to do right now. I was up here, now I live in North Carolina, so I did all of that just to be, like I said, just to up the lifestyle, and just to make sure that I could like travel back and forth where I need to be, and make sure that people prioritize my needs. Just because I'm not as accessible anymore.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
I see that. So it's really just been you upgrading your lifestyle as we get ready for this new era of what music
Exactly.
has in store for you.
And making people actually respect that.
Did you feel like people didn't respect that before?
I don't think, not that they didn't respect it. I just feel like people just sometimes when you're easily accessible and they got you, you feel me? Sometimes they can just be like, all right, well, later. But I'm always been the type of person who's just been very just like up and at it. Like I'm outside trying to get it by any type of means. So sometimes it's hard for me to just sit down and wait.
Right.
For people sometimes to move, like when I'd rather just get it done myself type.
But have you not been itching to drop?
I have, bro. I have. But that's one of the beautiful things about being an artist and like, owning your masters too, because I could make music all day, you feel me? And then like that kind of like, I know it's gonna come out eventually, but that basically satisfies that itch for the most part, because I'm already making new music like every day and everything. So I got new songs to listen to for myself.
Right.
I know everybody else though.
I was about to say, don't you want other people to hear it too? You're like, oh, I'm listening. That's very selfish of you, first of all.
Yeah, nah. My fans definitely, they hate me for that, cause I be torturing them low key with the snippets and everything, and then they be like, yo, when is this dropping X, Y? And I be like, yo,
right.
I don't know. It's coming out when I say it's coming out though.
But I feel like even with the performance today, you kind of got into like a little bit of your rap pocket.
Yeah.
And a bit of it too.
Yeah. So actually, like as a songwriter, I really like love rap music. I love hip hop. I grew up on hip hop and everything. So that's like something that I would consider myself as not a rapper, but I'm considered a writer before anything else, because poetry has always been like my thing. You feel me? Like I love the flows and the aggressiveness and the amount of emotions you can get across in them types of like those things. So I try to make sure that I incorporate what I like about hip hop into R&B to make that hip hop and R&B style that we used to like growing up.
Did you start on like this hip hop and R&B style too? Has this like kind of always been for you like something that you've tried to keep prevalent and relevant through your music?
It's been something I've been fighting to get more into my sound.
Okay.
It's been something I feel has always been a part of me, but a lot of times, you're working with, something that's a little bit bigger than you most of the time. So my last projects, I would say everything was a bit bigger than what I'm doing right now, honestly. Back then, it was bigger just to help me get here. So the sound and everything, I didn't have all the resources that I need. I didn't have, all the producers, the Grammy Award-winning producers and all of that stuff that I have now.
Right.
So I feel like I just, everything is timing for me, bro. Like
What producers you working with now?
My boy Gordy Max, Sad Money, and then I have Eastbound who work with Travis, and then
Tight.
Yeah, I did some production on my new project as well, which is coming out very soon in June. Actually, June 9th, by the way.
June 9th.
Yeah, June
Make sure
9th.
we'll have this out right in time. What's it called?
It's called Take Control.
Okay.
Yeah, it's called Take Control.
So you just had this title track. Yeah,
Title
okay.
track, yeah.
I like
Take
that.
Control is the title track. The next single is going to be Feels. We're dropping that on May 12th.
So that's probably out by the time you'll see this, so go check that out.
Yeah.
Now, do you think, is this kind of you taking control back of your music life again? now that you're dropping? Is that kind of like the idea behind Take Control?
Yeah, yeah. Basically, I mean, I've always been in control, respectfully. You know, coming into the game, even when I got my first deal, I got signed to Sony back in 2019, and
Right.
I actually went into that deal owning my masters and my publishing.
Congrats.
And that's not something. Thank you. And that's not something that not too many people can say going into,
Absolutely.
you know, these situations. So I was able to, like, you know, really just look at everything, gauge where I'm at with it, and then if it's not moving how I want it to move, type shit, then I'm just gonna be out, honestly. So that's really what it was with Sony. I was just gauging like what was happening around me, type shit, and because like I'm used to getting the rug pulled from up under me, so
Yeah.
a part of me was like, just for my childhood type shit, you know. So I just felt like they was gonna be pulling the rug up from me soon. So I was just like, you know what, I have bigger plans, and I think that we would be better over here.
I was gonna say, how did you manage to even like get that
Have
type
that
of deal?
conversation,
Yeah, have that type of deal to be able to control your masters too.
Staying true to myself. I always told everybody that whoever respected my music and whoever came to me and wanted to work with me, what I wanted, I always known that. So I would be like, nah, I want my masters. I want this. Because it's like I grew up broke. And not broke, but I grew up in poor.
Right.
You feel me? Like poor as shit, honestly. So
Right.
like there's really no other way for me to get it. And like I'm grown now, so I'm not about to sit here and like, you feel me, be waiting for a check to come in from somebody when I could be outside getting it on my own type. So like everybody that I work with understands that's my mindset, and they already know that if they working with me, we want to make sure we have ownership. Period.
I respect that.
Yeah.
I like that. And
Yeah.
you also, so you have your own label situation now?
Mhm.
Because I know, I believe, hold on, I got it right here. Because when you release your music, it says Wolfchild Music, and it's kind of hard not to notice the wolf on your hand too.
Yeah.
So where does that come
Yeah.
from? And is that like your label, your own
Yeah,
thing? Like
it's my
what is it?
label.
Okay.
Yeah, I own my own label now. It's me, my family. Called Wolfchild Music.
How long you started it?
I started in 2019.
Okay.
The year I got signed to Sony, I started the label, and then because my whole plan was essentially to be signed. If I was gonna get signed, I want to do a partnership. So I'm just like, I gotta have a label together. So I just been, you know, building up ever since then, and everybody that I work with been very, you know, encouraging about, you know, helping me scale and grow the label. You know, so I'm working with a couple artists and everything right now too. But ultimately, I want to make sure that what NBDY is doing is gonna definitely like be the face of Wolfchild.
Tight.
Gonna be the legacy.
Tight. I like that.
Yeah.
Would you now? What artists are you working with?
I'm working with my boy Nasty G over
Right,
there.
shout out Nasty.
Yeah, it's
Na-
my family.
You rolling a blunt right now?
Yeah. I'm working with a kid named Seven. We call him Late Nights.
Okay.
Nate Taylor. We also have who else have we been working with on this side? We got Humble Smash down in North Carolina. As far as R&B goes, there's a couple people I've been looking at too. You know, there's a kid named Byron Juwan out in Charlotte that I'm really interested in working with. And I've just been, like I said, I've just been outside, bro. Like you said, it's been a minute since no music came, and I've just been really just tapped in with everybody and with everything, you know, what everyone's trying to do with themselves, and seeing how Wolfchild could be the next, you know, Rockefeller or the next Def Jam or something like that.
Right.
You feel me?
And now you're in that position where you could provide these opportunities for other artists. It's
Yeah.
kind of like, you know, we always say pass along the information on like, you know, to other people, which
Yeah.
isn't always done in the correct way, but
Right.
you went into the game with certain level of information on how to keep your masters and things like that, and then now
Yeah.
you could, you know.
I just heard
That's
it through the grapevine, so I was like, shit, you know, ain't nothing wrong with asking.
Yeah.
You know, and when you say that, some people just be like, all right, I'm gonna try my best.
Right.
Honestly and respectfully, that's really what it was. Also, my manager at the time, you know, I was working with him since he was, since I was probably 17. So I got signed around like 22, 23.
Right.
So he already knew how I was typed in up until then and everything. And, you know, shout out to him. We don't work together right now, respectfully, but, you know, it's
But he
just
saw the
some
vision.
family things. He saw the vision, and, you know, I really, really respect the fact that, you know, I was able to meet somebody and continue to meet more people that I work with that's going to let me be who I am, you feel me? And let me move this how I'm going to move it.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you're just in a great space right now.
I try to stay in a great space. I love life. Been in some shitty spaces growing up. And as an adult, I don't know how to even like talk about some of them things, but it just made me who I am. So it's like when you see me move, just know like, oh, he know what the fuck he doing because he been through some shit. Like I ain't, you feel me? You're not gonna let nobody take food out your mouth type shit. You
Right.
feel
Yeah,
me?
yeah, of course.
And you come from New York, so it's like, you feel me?
I already know.
Like,
Yeah.
You come from New York, so it's really, we be hungry. We be hungry all the time. And I got a big family. I don't got no kids yet. But I would like to start a family of my own, but I got a big ass family. Like it's like 100 of us.
Wow.
That
But at least your kids will have that level of ownership too with the music.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's
Exa-
something
and
that like a lot of
exactly.
artists can't really say for their families, unfortunately,
Yeah.
is that like, okay, my kids, they gonna have a percentage of what of what I had.
Right.
So take control, June 9th.
Take Control's coming out June 9, 6/9.
Love that, man.
Yeah.
On purpose? Was that on purpose?
Yeah, that was on purpose.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that. All right, so take control. The project out June 9th.
Yeah.
What's after that?
We have some more singles. I don't want to mention the names of the singles yet, but we have some more singles coming out after the project. And then I'm also working on a short film around the project as well to release later on in the fall.
Nice, man.
Yeah,
Well, I'm
working on
excited
the
for you.
album too as well. I just started working actually this week when I came up to Jersey. So we're in the studio cutting for the next project as well.
You already thinking about the next project?
Album, yeah.
Album. Oh, so
Yeah.
what do you call this? Just a tape?
This is
EP?
EP, yeah.
Oh, it's a little EP. Okay.
Yeah, I've been itching to get my album out, so I'm working on the album now.
Word, man. Well,
Yeah.
congrats on everything. Thank you
Thank
for
you,
the
bro.
incredible
you,
performance today.
man.
We've been having some incredible R&B performances lately, so make
Thank
sure
you,
y'all go
man.
check all of them out. And make sure you especially go check his out because his is fucking dope as fuck. And he did it in
Thank
one
you.
take, and I love a one take. A one take is always impressive. I always got to give people their flowers when they not. What you even said? You said I normally don't do things in one
Yeah, I
take.
normally don't do them in one take because people
Look at
ask
that.
me. They
Yeah,
ask
yeah.
me, they like, yo, do you want to do it over? Do it over? And I'm like, yeah, let me get it again, just because. But I try not to be a perfectionist anymore. I
Right.
just try to just vibe and flow through with everything.
Just gotta let shit flow and drop.
Yeah, you just gotta let shit just be, bro. You can't be trying to force shit.
Right. Well, look, man, I appreciate you being here. Before we get out of here, like I said, the performance is out now, so please go check that out. The project is out 6/9. Go check that out once it's out. Let the people know they can follow you. Anything else you want to let the fans know? Now is the time to do it.
Y'all
This
can
camera
find
right
me.
here.
Oh, y'all can find me at NBDY_ on Instagram. All right. Y'all can find me at official NBDY on TikTok. All right. And then you could just find me at NBDY on Google. All right.
Spell NBDY, pronounced nobody. Make sure you go follow him. Go run the performance out now. Take control out 6/9. You can laugh at that part, right? Make sure you go follow him. Go show him some love. Go show him some support. Love is free. Support is free. But y'all already knew that. Till next time, nobody on the radar.
Thank
We
you,
out.
bro. I
Bow.
appreciate
Jersey
you,
in the
man.
building.
Jersey gang.